Hold up, hold up. Take it step by step. We just make sure the heavenly authorization, sir. Sir. So we don't get charged with nothing.
If another dude hit him with a two-piece and knocked out, you couldn't be mad at him. You could not be mad at another dude for doing that. Because putting your feet on somebody, man, that is pure disrespect. I couldn't say that she pushed him. Okay. But your feet, that means she look at him as trash. That means she had zero respect for him. Matter of fact, she had negative 1,000 respect. And let's flip it real quick. If that was a man who did that to a woman, yo, the whole stadium would
Oh,
have
that's
jumped
real
on
though.
him.
That's real though. If it was
The
a woman,
whole
if it was a woman of God that had shit. My heavenly Father, he kind of explained it to me like this. Because you're gonna have those questions. Why did you pair us up? And he was basically, hey, your marriage is not for you. And I was, yeah. So what is she doing, and what are her capabilities of doing if she continues? Because people don't really, you women don't understand. When you have demons, right, and you show up, your demons branch out into other dudes. So now you created this problem for this man of God where it's only you and your demons talking. So you're not hearing from God, you're not hearing the truth. So now these other dudes around her that she's interacting with are getting their truth from the devil, the demon that's in this girl. I've seen women really go into one apartment complex. I remember me and Peter were there, and this little one showed up, and she caused fucking havoc. Just by her being there, and then what she was doing. She was always active, and she's always talking. So that's another demon talking to another demon. Another demon talking to another demon. Another demon talking to another demon. And if she's got a problem with you, then she's suddenly gonna be like, all right, well, and that's a fucked up position to be in when this woman is supposed to be your wife kind of looks at another dude and not. What she's actually saying is, hey, fuck him up. So then if you're not in that position where you're already hearing it and understanding it, you're either going to be paranoid the entire time, so you're going to get stronger. It's like you're getting jumped because you technically are. And if you have that type of woman, she's not really thinking about her actions or what it's going to cause to you. She's thinking about whatever conversation she had with the devil. She's completely out of reality. Then she's going to come back and be like, so what's up? Why don't you want to go out on a date? Why aren't you giving me roses and things like that? And you're looking at her, are you insane? So we're taking these steps for a reason. Why I do the things I do is from experience. Um, Mary can see it however Mary wants to see it, but I know what happened in the spirit. Like she's suffocatingly dark and evil. So she doesn't see herself that way. I've never heard her apologize or just be like, hey, I've heard the snake part of her, which is I was confused, so can I infiltrate right now so I can do it all over again? And I've watched her, because my Heavenly Father has had me stand back so many times and just watch her. Yep, and she just stole that. Yep, she just stole that. Now you don't have a phone. She just stole that. Not only, and he finally just he didn't break. He said, "Fuck that!" She just sucked the devil's dick, and she came in here talking this way, and you're gonna let that shit slide? And I was kind of like, it was a reconcile thing, and he was kind of like, it was, till she kept that up. And she kept it up, like she just, her verbal and physical aggression was to the point of how much disrespect she showed was insane. She was talking so much shit to God that I was just, God was listening to the entire thing. Like, who does she think she is? So it became, when you're in a Christian marriage and you're treating your husband that way and you did all these things behind the scenes that you think he doesn't know about, no, he tells us. I think he really went into this stage of, and if he goes into that stage, that just means it's translated as he's gonna fuck you up. So everything that she had done, we'll say, that the scripture said don't do, he just charged her. So she has all these charges, right? And I sat down with her a couple times. I was like, you're going to prison with demons. You realize who you're talking to right now. And she just, I just couldn't. So it was, her prison sentences, I think, set in momentarily until you help her. Then it was like, no, there's no help from heaven. You're cut off. You're stripped. I remember he told me, strip her of everything. You guys don't realize that this helmet of salvation, the armor of God and everything, is something you have to do to have. Which she didn't either. She just thought she just automatically walked around with it. She doesn't realize she's the devil's daughter. So she never really had it. She was given a chance. I remember it was, okay, I'll give you a shot. And then I just saw how against God she actually is. Like her movements with the devil were so precise. I was like, whoa, she's fast for the devil. She can't do shit for heaven. But it was like, yeah, thief, kill, destroy. She's got it down pat. So every single time she'd come here, she'd start her attacks. And they would kind of start with, okay, I was confused. I want to come back to Jesus. I want the real Jesus, and all the devil's games and everything that comes out of her mouth. Which, if you don't realize what light is, then you're not going to be able to tell. I could tell right away. That's not light. I used to look at her. You have a lying spirit. What am I supposed to do? I can't believe anything you're ever going to say until this situation gets addressed, which is when you cast out her demons, they go into someone else. It's a risky move, but it's courageous if you can stand in front of them and just be like, nah, I have the armor of God on. I can see. No. But then when she runs back to them over and over again, then you kind of realize when she's thinking, oh, he's such a bitch. She doesn't understand my thoughts on it. I wouldn't even address. Go away. So then when that happens, she's been told, depart from me so many times that it was just, I'm too disgusted to speak to you. Just go. Get out. Which will usually happen because my Heavenly Father will let it play out. He'll just be like, all right, you just told her that and she still doesn't leave? No, she still doesn't leave. Okay. And I would tell her, you've been told, Mary, get out, leave. And she'll sit there trying to stay. And it's, no, I was just playing with you. It's like, no, I can understand drunk talk. I can understand someone getting rowdy. I can understand, man, put hands on me, which my Heavenly Father wasn't going to let slide without some type of response, because you don't know us. So it was, get out, Mary, just get out. Day 2 goes by, and I'm going back to the store. Do it again till you get out. Now, in my heart, as her husband, did I want that? No. But my father kind of knew, you really don't want to live like this. You don't want this continuous, contentious whore that she is. So, of course, you ask a question, then why did you have... You don't ask that question. You just... Okay... Because she'll cackle and she'll laugh and everything, and God will sit there. Okay? And what happens when there's a spiritual foot on your throat? And you're crying and saying, God won't listen to my prayers. So you need to really think about who the fuck you're talking to.